Welcome to Powered by Snowflake, a series where I interview technology leaders building applications and businesses on Snowflake. I'm your host, Daniel Myers, and today I'm talking with Martin Fisher, Head of Professional Services at Kabula. Kabula is a data platform as a service powered by Snowflake. Martin, how are you today?
Hi, pretty good. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, it's great to be chatting with you today. So tell me more about how you got involved with Kabula and tell me about the founding story. You know, where are you today and where are you going in the future?
Kabula has been started in 2008 as a consultancy company. We were using the same tooling again. We needed to automate processes and data tooling setups for our clients. I would call that Kabula as a product company started in 2014. And since then, we do have hundreds of clients across the world. In the States, DXC, Firehouse Subs, that many of your users and customers might know. We also have pay-as-you-go part of our product, and we have multiple hundreds of clients or customers using Kabula as pay-as-you-go in pay-as-you-go mode.
That is really exciting to see that level of scale. And, you know, I myself am a big fan of Firehouse Subs, so that's really cool to hear. So tell me about, you personally, how did you get involved with Kabula, and what's the story there?
So I've been working at Kabula for 7 years, I believe, so far. I've started as a consultant, and since then, I am head of professional services on a global level. I want to say what is interesting about us is until 2022, we have bootstrapped, and our employee count at the moment is a little bit below 100.
That is really exciting. So to change gears a little bit, I want to talk about, the product that you've built. You describe yourself as a data platform as a service. What do you mean by that? Expand on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So our platform basically enables companies and users to rapidly speed up their work with data. Instead of integrating discrete tools, users have a platform from day one. On one click, they can start working on the data. And this enables users to build data products and execute new use cases.
So that's pretty interesting. So how does Snowflake fit into that vision?
Awesome. So for us, it was a great pick because Snowflake enables us to scale. We are gaining a lot of flexibility within the platform, and we actually transfer all of those benefits to our users. So there are features built in our platform that are leveraging built-in features of Snowflake.
So from here, I'd love to be able to see a demo of this platform that you've built.
Awesome. So in a nutshell, a base of Kabula is a project. You can imagine that project is a combination of all the components used, also processes and data pipelines built by users, and also users themselves, their access rights, their work with the particular project. We do have customers who are leveraging Kabula in multi-project environments. We do have customers with using hundreds of Kabula projects in data mesh principle. A basic built-in block of Kabula is a component itself. Those components could be extractors to get data in the platform and being stored on storage, which is Snowflake, or the writers that are basically in the principle of reverse ETL, feeding data from Snowflake, from embedded storage to a third-party system for data consumption. We have built-in applications that are leveraging third-party services such as NLP, reverse geocoding, translations, and some other clever algorithms on the top of data. With the data, we enable full data modeling via transformation components. We have built-in Snowflake transformations, and we also support different transformation backends, such as Python, R, dbt, and other transformation backends. Let me showcase you how the platform actually looks like in the UI. Let's dive in Kabula project. Kabula project is a place where users do collaborate on their data pipelines and explore the data. Kabula project consists of different component configurations. We have more than 250 built-in components from a type of data sources, data destinations, and clever applications. Those applications could be, for example, NLP connections or NLP services, geocoding applications, and other clever applications to enrich the data. Users can also use our generic components that are low-code version of components, and this is the way how you can enrich the platform and design your own integrations. We also support a developer portal that is a self-serve way how you can build your own components that are not out of the box. Let's have a look on the storage. The storage is powered by Snowflake and provides you a way to see the data being integrated by those components or are a base of the data that is being pushed via reverse ETL to third-party systems. Kebula platform provides a metadata layer on top of Snowflake that enables users to command and describe different tables, buckets of the tables, and also change the schemas and describe columns of the data. We also store all the events that are impacting the particular tables. For instance, here you can see that a platform store information that I even fetch the details of the table. We also provide some built-in features of a Snowflake. For instance, users can leverage time travel functionality and can restore the data from the past. Let's have a look on transformations. Kebula provides different transformation backends out of the box: Snowflake SQL transformations, R, Python, dbt. Those transformations are then used for data modeling. Kebula platforms automatically stores all the information about the past jobs, stores the versions of the configurations, and users can easily restore, compare, and fork the particular version to the new one. Transformations or the whole modeling is ready. Users can then automate, either run manually or automate those transformations to be run on a schedule or being event triggered. The basis of each data pipeline is basically a flow. A flow is an orchestration that defines the logic how each component should be executed. For instance, this is a very simple data pipeline which extracts data from Jira, performs different transformations based on Snowflake transformations, and then outputs data to a third-party system. In this case, it's outputting some QA output to Google Sheets. And Kebula platform schedules and runs all of that infrastructure for users to power that particular use case. Kebula platform also provides a way how to define a template. This means that companies can design their own templates and automate the whole data pipelines and deployment of the data pipelines within the companies. For instance, as a showcase, we have created a virtual hands-on lab in a cooperation with Snowflake, which enables users to demo the whole data pipeline and see the result in Streamlit application. You can see here that there are some optional component configurations that people can integrate. There is a Snowflake transformation that preps a predefined model, and that model is then pushed to Snowflake, on which there is a Streamlit application that provides an interface for the business users to work on the data.
So Martin, tell me more about the process that you took when landing on Snowflake. Did you go through a proof of concept phase or some type of trial phase with Snowflake when you decided on it? What was your process there?
Mm-hmm. So we have had Kebula built on top of different databases in the past, but we actually was one of the first big clients in the EU embracing Snowflake. And I believe that we are also mentioned as a customer in Snowflake as one document. So we jump on Snowflake once we saw the power, and since then we keep rolling.
So Martin, tell me more about some of the most impactful features of Snowflake that you're using in your product today?
Mm-hmm. So I've mentioned in the past some features that our customers really like is a time travel functionality built in the platform that is leveraging the time travel in Snowflake. The scalable backends, ability to run different job on different Snowflake size, that's a big one. We really like the ability of the workspace. This is how we call an ability of the user to turn on and bring a Kebula workspace safe environment on one click. And what powers this feature is a clone functionality in Snowflake, which is a biggie. So users don't have to do the copy of the data within that workspace. They can just click the button within the platform, and then they can start working on the data without worrying that they will, destroy it, damage it, they will delete some of the data. They have a safe environment where they can work and they can develop their transformations.
That's pretty powerful. And I love that you mentioned the cloning capability. As a core feature of Snowflake is the ability to zero copy clone. That is, you are creating a pointer to the data on disk. You're not actually having to duplicate that data on the disk. That's a huge cost saving, and frankly, a fantastic way to get much faster way to quote unquote copy the data while not actually duplicating it. So that's cool. You mentioned earlier that you're doing something with Streamlit. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we have embraced Streamlit internally for the professional services practice, but we have also seen our users and customers embracing Streamlit, designing their small data apps based on that. And we are about to bring new integrations and new support of Streamlit within our platform.
That's exciting. What about Snowpark? That was a big announcement, especially Snowpark for Python. Can you tell me about how does Kebula plan to utilize Snowpark in your platform?
So we already have Snowpark enabled in beta mode to some of our customers, and they are just testing it out. So I'm quite excited that this will be yet another feature that we can pass on and that we can open up to our users as well.
That's really exciting. So from here, what should your customers get really excited about over the next 6 to 12 months?
To me, those will be native apps, business apps. That will be a biggie, because then you could have a full-blown, all-in-one platform, including all the data pipelines and the consumption of the data. It's always about data insights, and the third step is the action. How to react on the data to be able to perform actions, and that's what native apps and small apps, maybe powered by Streamlit as well, will be bringing.
That is really exciting, and I think the ability to build and deliver a Snowflake native app, that is an application that your customer can install into their own Snowflake environment, programmatically guaranteeing that their data doesn't leave their environment. That's a key differentiator from a lot of traditional SaaS applications today. How do you see that ability to bring your own Snowflake to Kebula? How does that impact your roadmap today?
Mm-hmm. So we have different modes how people can get started with Kebula. One of the mode is basically bring your own Snowflake. So it would be powered by Snowflake. You bring your own Snowflake, you set up Kebula, and we utilize Snowflake as a resource. But we are also a Snowflake reseller, so our customers can actually have a single bill and utilize Kebula as a platform with a built-in Snowflake embedded.
So Martin, where should people go to learn more about you and about Kebula?
Go to kebula.com, where you can read more about the platform itself, all the features, and also could sign up for a pay-as-you-go free tier.
And I want to say a big thank you, Martin, for joining me here today on this interview. It's been great having you.
Thank you for inviting me. Cheers.
And thanks to everyone watching. To see more interviews like this with tech leaders building applications on Snowflake, check out our other videos on YouTube and be sure to subscribe. My name is Daniel Myers, and this has been another episode of Powered by Snowflake.